How are y'all, and welcome back to another episode of KCG Plays. My name is Kevin, and today we are playing some Floor 9, Look Be a Landlord. The update is out in about 4 days, I think, so very excited about that. And let's see what kind of synergies we can get today. Okay, out of these three, I know 3-sided dice gives 2 per round, but I prefer a lockbox. I'm just not a big fan of the 3-sided dice. Let's take a key for the lockbox. Sure, why not? And here, let's go give crabs a go. Still waiting for my crab build to manage to get one of them. And we made the first red paint with 6 left over. It's pretty average. Out of these, let's take a rain and let's take blue pepper is alright early on. Okay, and we could take a toddler, I guess. I think it's better than any of the alternatives. There we go, a flower that's worth 4. Let's take a... Okay, we could go B and try for a kind of a flowers build, but without getting a sun, or preferably 2 suns, I don't think that works. We could, dwarf is always okay, or cook and a half is just worth 2. Let's go for a dwarf. Okay, 32. We could get a monkey as well, I guess. Okay, we're doing alright. These bees and rain seem determined to prove me wrong in not going for a flower build. Out of these, we could pick up an ore. And we made the 50 rent pound with 49 left over. That's fantastic. Now the question, do I want an item capsule or a void creature? I think an item capsule is probably going to be better. Lucky cat versus grave robber. I think Lucky Cat is generally better. There was also Comfy Pillow there actually, which I completely glossed over, but was probably the best choice. That was my bad. It's quite early in the morning. I'll use that as an excuse. Okay, let's take a coal. And I don't particularly want any of these. Let's take an urn, because it's not the worst. I know in the last episode I said if anyone spotted me making any gameplay errors, like tactical errors, to let me know in the comments, and I think skipping Comfy Pillow could definitely be construed as an error. Let's take Hooligan for the urn, and let's take Kyle the Hermit. I think it's probably best. We do have an ore, so it'll give us at least 1 per turn. I guess we could take a plum because it is worth 2. Hexa hoarding as well, possibly an option. Okay, out of these we could take a second plum. So stick with the team, at least we can get rid of both of them if we get Mrs. Fruit. Okay, we got a small symbol bomb from the item capsule. Don't particularly want any of these. Let's skip these and see what this offers us. We could get a second crab or a banana. Let's try for a second crab, and I don't want any of these. Okay, not a great small symbol bomb. Let's take a wine for the dwarf. Okay, the hooligan is hit the thing, and we made the 150 rent paint with 56 left over. We could take a bronze arrow, is okay, and Zarf's contra. Oh, I thought this was anthropology degree. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Do we have any peppers? We don't. This would give us 1 per turn. This would give us 1 per turn. I'll take chili powder. I think it's probably the best. Oh, excellent hit there. 80 from the dwarf. So what happened there is, I'll show you. This multiplied the beer and the wine to be worth 4, which was then drank by the dwarf, giving him 40, which was then multiplied by the arrow. An arrow into a dwarf beer is a fantastic combination. It also work with, it wouldn't work with mouse because that gives a set amount. It'd work with monkey, but and it wouldn't work with toddler because toddler gives a second. So dwarf and monkey, anything that gives a multiplier, but obviously monkey is much less kinds to start off with, so it's not as big of a Deal. Let's take a thief. I'm sure we'll figure out somebody getting rid of the thief fairly soon. We could just take a banana peel. Sure, why not? We don't have the item for thieves, so they're not fantastic. Let's skip this. With that dwarf wine roll, we'll have no problem with making rent this time around. I don't want a cultist, so let's skip that. Okay, let's take another beer for the dwarf. We don't have much of a scaling plan in motion at the moment, which is a bit worrisome. We could, let's re-roll here and see if we get another bronze arrow is okay. Happy hour is okay. Okay, King Midas is not what I'm looking for. Another crab, and let's remove the coin, I guess. Okay, 21 per turn is not brilliant. We don't have any cheese or anything. Let's take 5-sided dice, it's worth 3. Okay, the diamond rolled in, which should put up our average per turn. If we get 30 per turn, we will not make rent, so hopefully we get more. That time we got less. It's not good. Let's take a big, is a bigger worth more? So that's just small ores. No, just ores are worth more. Okay, let's skip this. Maybe if the hooligan rolls in, hits the tomb breaks. We need 60 on this spin. Buffing capsule, maybe. Buffing capsule with the dwarf and the beer was our only hope, but unfortunately we didn't get it. No matter, let's give it another go. Didn't really have much scaling in that run is the problem, as it always is. Let's go shiny pebble early, see if we can get an early rare. Let's take an urn, it's pretty decent. Let's take a dwarf. Okay, out of these, I don't particularly want any of these, I guess. Oh, I shouldn't skip pearl, maybe. I was looking at egg, but I was like, don't particularly want an egg. Okay, let's take a ninja, and let's take, oh, there we get egg carton. We could take, let's take egg carton, I guess. Okay, again, don't want any of these. Let's take seed. Hope it grows into something decent. Coconut isn't too bad. We'll take a bubble. Let's take another shiny pebble. And we'll take a beer for the dwarf. 25, so we made the 50 red payment with 28 left over. That's not too bad. Let's take a Matryoshka doll. Let's take small symbol bomb, I guess. And we could go with a hooligan and another seed. Oh, maybe the seed will give us decent things because we do have the two lucky stones. Okay, I take a 5-sided dice there. It's okay. I don't want any of these. Let's take a goldfish because at least there's a few ways of getting rid of it. And let's take another beer for the dwarf. The seed is still yet to grow. Okay, an item capsule is okay. Let's see. Maxwell the bear. Alright, at least now we pick up a bear. I'll take a big urn there over the diamond or the cheese. And we made the 100 rent payment with 40 left over, which is alright, I guess. 150 now due in 6 spins. Let's take a rain and let's take... Sorry, just drinking there. I think since we already have the hooligan, I won't take grave robber. I'll take lockpick instead. Okay, what have we got? Nothing decent. Okay, there goes the dwarf. There goes the urn, the big urn, which is great, filling up our spaces. Let's take an egg for the egg carton. Okay, we don't want a cultist. How many? We have 4 empty spaces, so I'll take another goldfish. A seed finally dropped into a cherry, which isn't great. Let's take another 5-sided dice. Okay, 30, and we made the 150 rent payment with 55 left over, so pretty much the same as the last time. I'll take a removal capsule here, and I will take red suits. I was looking at Barrel Dwarf and I was like, maybe we could go Barrel the Dwarf, pick up a Generous Arrow, something like that. I'll take another removal capsule. Although Bronze Arrow is probably better there on hindsight. Let's take another urn for the hooligan. Okay, let's take a Tedium capsule. Gives 5, which is the main reason I'm taking it. The guaranteed common is not so much. Lockbox is grand with lockpick. 46, 225 during 2 spins. We shouldn't have any problem making that. Let's get another egg. And I'll take a white stone. Happy enough for that. And we made the 225 rent payment with 33 left over. So we didn't scale quite with rent. 300 now due in 7 spins. I'll take a lucky capsule and I will take copycat. Okay, if we got the thing that made cats double. Oh, Beastmaster. I was just saying I haven't seen Beastmaster in ages. Here it is. Is this a run for Beastmaster? Okay, is cat better than a potential rare? I think I'll use my rerolls. Unfortunately, I think cat probably was the best choice there, but emerald is okay. Do I want a monkey? I do have a coconut, so let's take a monkey. Again, about 36 per turn, which isn't great. Let's remove the coin and let's remove the flower. Okay, 300 due in 3 spins. We need about 40 per spin. Take a reroll capsule. We're not getting 40 per spin. I'll take a chemical 7 to try and boost that up a bit. I took this red suits, haven't been offered a red suit yet. Okay, we got 40 on that spin. I think I have to take the coconut and it has to land next to a monkey. 44 per spin, but unfortunately not enough. We are let down by the first bad spin. So, interesting run. Kind of tried to pivot into red suits a bit early, which didn't work out at all, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's give it one more go. Hopefully this can be our win for the day. That would be nice. Let's take a shiny pebble early on. And I'll take a cheese. Okay, out of these, I'll take a goldfish, I guess. And I'll take an urn. And we made the 25 rent payment with 6 left over, which is pretty common. I'll take a big urn and I will take frying pan. Do we want omelets? Checkered flag I think is pretty decent. At least it makes slots worth 3. Let's take another cheese. Okay, chemical 7 is alright. And here, let's take a coal. Okay, do we try cultist? No, I don't think so. Not this run. So we made the 50 rent payment with 19 left over, 100 due in 6 spins. I think Hooligan is pretty decent. Big symbol bomb could give us like just a quick boost. Buffing capsule. Take a Matryoshka doll and I'll take another chemical 7. Okay, we're pretty full up. Let's take a wealthy capsule. And we could take a thief, I guess. There's a good chance we'll roll some way getting rid of them fairly soon. And we could take a miner. Sorry, I said miner, but I meant dwarf. Let's take a seed. Although we don't have a monkey, do we? No. Okay, we could go beehive. It's worth 3. It might give us a load of bees, but it could also give us honey. So we're definitely going to want to pick up a bear at some stage. And we made the 100 rent pound with 53 left over. 150 now due in 6 spins. We do have a dwarf, so I'll take the wine. And we will pick up a mouse. Do I want ninja mouse? A pool ball for just a guaranteed 1 per spin is probably better. What's the chances we'll pick up a ninja as well as a mouse? Okay, that will be our second cultist. Let's take Hexa Hoarding. It is worth 3. Let's take a banana peel for the teeth. And out of these 3, let's take a milk for the cat. Another cheese. I'm definitely banking on getting a mouse sometime. 39 from the teeth, that's not too bad. We made the 150 rent pound with 111 left over, which is fantastic. I do have checkered flag, yes. So Sloth is worth 3 per turn. Diamonds shows up on this run, doesn't it? Let's take a Sloth, worth 3 per turn. Let's take Kine on a string. Just to get rid of that Kine, which is alright. I now can take King Midas, which is decent. So this gives, even with checkered flag, Owl is still not good. Hexa Midas, no downside. That's great. I'll take a second coal. And I'll take another cheese. 4 cheeses. Okay, let's remove the cherry. I'll take another chemical 7 for the 3rd chemical 7. That's great. Okay, we have a honey. I'll take a lucky capsule. Doing great so far, actually. We made the 225 rent bin with 174 left over. That's brilliant. 300 now due in 7 spins. I don't want a martini. Let's re-roll for, I guess, a void stone. We'll get Maxwell the bear, because we'll definitely pick up a bear if it's offered. 43 on that spin. Let's take a beer. How's our inventory? 26 symbols. Not too bad. 36 on that spin. We do have a hooligan, so let's take a big urn and let's remove. Probably remove the flower, I would say. Like, there's chances that bees come out, but oh yeah, probably remove the flower. Okay, let's take a Kine, because at least it removes itself. 40 on that spin, that's not too bad. Okay, item cap. Oh, these are all decent picks. Buffing capsule, there's not that many big things it could hit, so let's hit an item capsule and see what we get. Small symbol bomb, alright. Let's take another thief. Let's take small symbol bomb. I don't want the cultist. I'll take a banana peel for the thief and a mouse. That's perfect. Good pick there on the item. It's definitely what we were looking for. Hexathievery, I don't want another banana peel. Let's skip this. And we made the 300 rent pound with 130 left over, so we didn't scale quite as much as last time, but I will pick up a dame. And ooh, lockpick or happy hour. This gives it just gives 35, so it's not really affected by happy hour. Or do I want lockpick? Let's take happy hour, because I do have a dwarf. Okay, 56 that time. Let's skip our reroll. 28 symbols. Let's skip. Okay, 26 symbols now. That's not too bad. We still have some cheese to get rid of. I don't have egg carton, no, so let's skip this. Okay, do I want a monkey? No. Do I want another cat? Not particularly. Let's take a removal capsule. Okay, mega chest. Okay, definitely take that. No way getting rid of it at the moment, so... But it does give 3 every time it rolls in, which is pretty decent. Now, do I want a coal for late game with the dame, or do I want to go beer? Let's go for a coal. I think we're doing pretty decent. If we can get a third coal with the dame, we'll be doing okay. I forgot the dame worked with pearls and rocks and things as well. Definitely a good pickup there from her. I don't want any of these. And we made the 375 rent payment with 106 left over, which isn't too bad. I could take a... Now, do I reroll or do I take a bronze arrow? I think a reroll for a second dame is okay. Ooh, ooh. Okay, it's not clear skies. I think it has to be sunglasses. This, if we can get up to 4 removal capsules, sunglasses is so good. I don't want... Oh, I have to take one of these. Okay, let's reroll and let's pick up a tedium capsule. Maybe I could get a key from the tedium capsule. That'd be pretty decent. Don't want one of these, but again, I'm forced to take something. This wouldn't be a problem if we already had 4 removals. I don't have a monkey. I'll take a 3-sided dice because it's slightly better. Okay, I'll take another coal. So 5 spins. We need to get about 40 per spin on average. We didn't make it that time. That's not good. How many? We've 28 symbols. Okay, 42 on that spin. 3 spins. We need to get about, yeah, still about 40 per spin. Okay, we have a second diamond coming out. That'll definitely help. Let's skip this. Do I need to use my... We still have cheese. If only the lad would roll in and eat the cheese. Okay, this should definitely help make us 40. 58. Okay, let's take one more cheese. We should definitely make this next rent payment unless we're incredibly unlucky. We aren't. The mouse got the cheese, so 60 on that spin. That's great. We made the 450 with 24 left over. Let's take a diver has 1, 2 things he can eat. Let's take them. And let's take, do we have cats? We do, so I guess piece of the cat is the best. Okay, how are we doing? 60 on that spin, that's fantastic. If we can keep that up, we'll have no problem making rent. Diver is doing pretty decent. 40 on that spin, so let's say we make 50 a spin, that's 350. It's actually not enough. Make 60 a spin though, 66, 360, that's only just about enough as well. Let's, do we want another shiny pebble? Not particularly, but I'll take a goldfish for the diver. Okay, what can we do? A bear is great. If the bear eats the honey, that could save this rent payment. And I think a watermelon is pretty good. I think I have to use these on things which aren't worth very much, which is, unfortunately, I think the mouse has got to go and the hooligan has got to go. Okay, that's a good hit. 67. A wealthy capsule is pretty decent. Oh, good hit there on the diamond. 20, 60 by himself. But we need 100 on this spin. There we we going to get super lucky? We didn't get super lucky. Okay, that's pretty sad. We got sunglasses, but unfortunately couldn't use them, although I don't know how much help they would have been. We had Maxwell the bear, so if he had gotten the honey, though in fairness, the beehive didn't give us very many bees either, which could have ruined our run. It's a pity it was shaping up to be 2 dames. We would have had 4 diamonds, just got these 2 a bit too late, and yeah, just couldn't make the money by the 575 rent payment. It's a bit sad, this run. I think if we had gotten through this one, these had have popped. It would have gone all the way, but it apparently was not to be. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, give us a like and let me know in the comments section below if you have any comments on any of the 3 runs. And we'll be back tomorrow with another floor 9 run. So subscribe to be notified, and it really helps the channel. So we hope to see you there, guys. Until then, take care of yourselves and cheers for now.